Hello, I'm Caryl Jean. Welcome to my channel. I hope you have fun with me today. We're going to be painting in acrylic. We're going to use glaze in layers to create a beautiful painting, and it'll be a mystical garden. And what we're going to do here is draw out our mystical garden foundation. And this is going to be an old European style garden with the stones and the garden and the layers. So we're going to start with this layer first. This is going to be our back. I'm going to use a little bit of the purple that I've made. These colors, I've blended other colors together, so they're not colors that are straight from the tube, because we want to make our own colors, and in that way we're making our own painting. And remember, this is your work, so it's about you, and you can't make any mistakes because it's about you and in how you feel and in the expression of your feelings. And nobody can say you're not feeling what you're feeling, because this is your painting. And nobody. Yeah, so we've got a lot of our brickwork done. Let's just add a little bit more shading into the brickwork here. Just put a little more. I'm just adding a little blue because blue is the opposite. It's an opposite. It's of the oranges and the yellows. So that'll just be a nice make the kind of the brick area have a little bit of a recess. You recess just a little bit. Yeah. And I just like to see that contrast too. Let's just add some. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that everything is going well for you today. Yeah, I do. Some days are better than others, and some days are great. It's just nice that you're spending some time here with me today. So thank you for that. I'm privileged that you are. And that I'm not just talking to myself. Knowing that, yeah, I just really think a little bit of blue is bringing out the color. Now, it's getting to be sunset. I'm losing my sun outside. I see the flowers are doing really well. They're really beautiful. I got the double hibiscus. Yeah, those are so pretty. I tried the exotic hibiscus, but they didn't grow in this area. They didn't grow here. So, but anyway, I have some beautiful. Let's see, it just sort of makes things a little bit more visually interesting when you've got opposing colors together. I think it does. I think it does. And that adds visual interest to the piece. It really does. I think it makes it interesting. In the other style, you don't see that as much as kind of this colorist type of style, but I was watching videos on the internet to see what other people were doing. I saw a lot of people painting pictures of roses. A lot of people like watching pictures of roses. I don't know. If there's a specific topic or subject you'd like, let me know. so we can cover, maybe cover it. That'll be something I'm looking forward to too. So he talked about doing that. That'd be great. Perspective is always one of those tricky things some of us have more trouble with than I. And it's one of those good things to learn in school and as part of your academic background in art. Take it a little further, take some risk, and realize that it's your piece, it's your work, and nobody can say, no, it's wrong, because it's your expression of your emotions and who you are. And I think it's a great time to really release some energies that may be sitting there inside of you, your subconscious and whatnot. Okay, I have a lot of the brickwork done. What I did was I put in the darker lines, and then what I did was I went over it with lighter colors and just kind of, did this little rough. I'll just add a little bit more. You can see what I'm doing here. Yeah, we're indicating something's going on back here. It looks like some architectural work. Do we know exactly what's going on back there? No. Do we care? Not too much. I don't care what's going on back there too much. It's probably just more flowers, more greenery, probably. And let's add some more of the color that is opposite on the color wheel, which is a little bit of blue. We've got a lot of oranges, reds, pinks, a lot of warm colors. So if we add a little bit of blues, we're getting some contrast, and that's adding some excitement into the piece. And adding contrasting colors to your piece is good. It adds excitement, it adds contrast, and it adds just complete emotions and feelings in it. Yeah. Colors do so much. And this is a style where it's a colorist type of style, and it's free style. And the reason I do it that way, colorist style and free style, is because it's fun. And I love color, and I love to do things loose because it's more expressive, and you get to get more of your feelings across rather than realism. So this is a more of emotional type of painting, and that's good for you. It's good for you to kind of express your emotions and release some. In that, you don't have to do everything perfect. You don't have to do every brick and outline every brick and do every detail. You don't have to do all of that. You just indicate it. We're just saying, okay, you can tell what that is. You're just indicating it. And that a lot of the Impressionists, they kind of did a lot of that indicating work where they just, obviously Impressionists, they gave the feel of what was there, gave the idea of what was there, but didn't have to leave it exactly as it is, as they did in previous generations of painters, where there were more realism. Yeah, okay. And I like the style with a lot of color because I think a lot of color is fun. So we're using contrasting colors, the blues and bring things back and the warm colors forward. And we have our light source coming from here. So obviously there's an open wall here, and then the light is coming right through here. And what we're going to do next is we're going to add the garden. And the garden, yeah, because we're done with this. Now we're going to do the garden. And for the garden, what I want to do is tell you that when you're layering colors, what will be really nice is if you put white underneath and your colors on top. It makes your colors more intense. So we're going to do red and pink and white roses along there, and maybe some irises. Ooh, those are beautiful too. This one's too small. This one is just right. Okay, so what I want to do is say, where are my flowers going? Where are my roses going? I would like to put some up here. So I am going to just put the white. Yes. And this white is going to serve as the background for the roses. This is going to serve as the background. And when we put the color, well, I got a lot of white on there. And when we put our colors on top of the white, it really brings the white out really nice. Or I mean, it brings the colors out. So if you're going to use yellow or reds, and you put these little whites down here, then you're going to have a nice color that'll come through. The white will help intensify whatever color you're going to be using. You know, so we'll have some of our roses up here. I don't know, I think there should be some here too. I think they should be climbing, because the roses would be able to climb on the brick. If we have climbing roses, they'll be able to climb on the brick. And you'll see that's a technique or a trick I use to really bring out the color. When you put the colors on top of the white, like if you're putting pink or something, you're going to get a much more intense pink or an intense yellow. If you put the yellow on top of this brick directly, you're going to get a muddy yellow. Your colors, well, it's going to look muddy. It's going to adapt some of the color from the background. And in a lot of ways, like when I was doing the brick, how it adapted and absorbed the different colors, well, that was good, because I didn't want it to be a strong contrast. And so these flowers are going to be our contrast. I love flowers. I never met anyone who didn't like flowers. Never have. Probably never will. Never will. I don't think I ever will meet anyone who doesn't like flowers. I like a lot. Yeah, because it's our piece, so we can make it do whatever we want it to. But we're going to put several in a specific area. Yeah. That'll be good. Okay? And we have a light source coming from this way, this direction. So this is open on the inside. It doesn't have a roof, so we've got light source coming, sorry, to scratch. So we've got the light source coming from in this way. So we will, yeah, so we'll have the light in. Let's just make it look like it a little bit more on the bricks. little bit more light bouncing off. Okay, just do a little more light bouncing off. Yeah, that's pretty the way light bounces off of things. Isn't it? It is. It's really pretty. Yeah, it is. It's really pretty. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's really nice. It's fun when it gets to a certain stage where you can start to see it pulling together. Yeah, that's what I had in mind. That's what I had in mind. And I love that. And we are going to do roses after all. So we're going to do roses after all. So what I've done now is I've taken a red and a white, and I put them on both sides, on either side. And what I'm going to do here, try to face this so you can see. I'm probably going to have to, I don't have to zoom in, but I use my little pinky here to help guide me and swirl. We do little swirls. Yeah. Little swirls. And we get our roses. So you want to get the same size. Good. And just do the little swirls. Circle around. Circle around. And none of them are going to be the same. None of them are going to be the same. And then we'll just swirl these around. Yeah. And we're getting it from a distance here, so it's all right. And then we're getting some depth and a little bit of imagination of light source and how the light bounces off of the leaves. Yeah, so we want to see how the light, you know, bounces off the leaves and makes some lighter and some darker, as you can see. And let's go through the process of this. I have you hang out with me for a little while we do our roses. Yeah. Again, we're not going for realism. These are a distance away anyway. So if your eyesight's anything like mine, you wouldn't be able to see them real clearly anyway. You know? I hope you're doing well today. I hope you are. We'll just hang out here and make some roses. It seems like a good thing to do. That sounds like a good thing to do today, make some roses. Do you have roses in your yard? Do you have somewhere where you can go see the roses? I hope so. For some of you, it's going to be summer weather, so you'll be out and about again and looking at the flowers. But if not, you can always paint some with me. We'll just paint them and yeah. We'll have fun together. And again, we're just giving the feel of this. We want to give the feel of it, the experience of just having these beautiful flowers. I want these, I'm going to have these with red and yellow. I think that will be pretty. Let's do some of this. We'll roll this down, and it puts a lot of the paint on there, and it gives it a 3D look. So we'll just do that, and we'll just put a bunch on there, and we'll roll it down. Now, here. So we've got texture now going on too with the vines. Yay, fun. So, yay. I'm gonna have the lights out there. We should add some friends here. I think we should add some friends. I think that I think they will be in the entranceway because they're used to playing right in that area, right in this area here. They're used to being in this area. Okay, and then they're going to be, they're used to being right there. Okay, and yeah, they are. They're used to being right there. And there's 3 of them, so we'll make 3 under high. So we would go halfway. I think an adult would probably be right there. So a child, and put the child right here. Put the child here, okay? And these will put our friends here. Yeah. And they are young and sweet, super sweet kids. And they have had a lot of fun together during their lifetime when they were together playing. Yeah, they did. And now they're back again. They're back again in their garden. In the garden where they have many happy memories. Okay? Yeah, put a little top on there. Little top. I think she'll have a little top there. And our other girls, oh, she's going to come down a little. She's going to be the taller one. She'll be the older one. She's the taller one. She'll be here, and then we'll have another little girl here. Now this, she'll have to come down. Her dress is going to have to come down. And then we'll have another little girl here. And their clothes look to me sort of Edwardian. I'm kind of seeing an Edwardian look about their clothes. So they've got the long skirts. But I don't know if this was their nightgowns they used to goof around in, or what. Just a little bit. And we're going to use the translucent colors I have here. And we can see what's going on a little bit here. There's a spark. There's a glow or spark. Yes. And we can all see it and share it with them. And yes, okay, we'll work a little bit here. A little bit. These colors were used a lot with, I used a lot of glaze with these. So we just have a little there. And there. Yeah, they have the long Edwardian hair and long Edwardian outfits. I don't know if they're their pajamas or they're their gowns that they wear during the day. But they're happy to be back there, and they're happy to be together, and they're enjoying that time together, and it's a magical time. It's a beautiful time, and they're together again, and they won't be apart. They can be together whenever they want, and they're happy. They were there. They played there for their childhood, running around. So we have our friends. We have our friends, and I think we're done. And thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this artistic adventure and that you'll come back and visit me again in the next video and let me know what you'd like to see. And thank you again for joining me. And we have our magical garden. Thank you. Bye now.